Denver Broncos and the New York Jets, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
The snow sure has made the travel.
The Jets have finally made New York proud of its football team. They are for one step away from the Super Bowl. Denver is no stranger to the Super Bowl. They lost to Houston just 2 seasons ago, and now would love to return again and bring the glory this time and win the Super Bowl. We will see all this and next here in Gotham.
That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Well, the winner goes on to the Super Bowl and we'll meet the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who wants it more? Some said that the Jets should have wore their white uniforms, but then again, they would have blended in with the snow. Denver wore orange, so they can stand out a little bit more.
They'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it.
Denver, 2 seasons removed from the Super Bowl. They can do it again today. Let's see what their offense looks like.
And then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Next back to pass. Sees the receiver, catches it, holds on to it, and it's not short. He gains 9 yards.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving
Tampa Bay came and destroyed yesterday. Let's see what Denver or the Jets can do in this one.
Sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and
Eagles didn't even have a chance offensively with Geno Smith. Here's a run. John James Cook. He played in this weather before in Buffalo, New York. Upper New York.
But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I don't like how that looked right there, because why is it all green there? Must have been a close-up. 3rd and inches.
Next to the air.
He's got plenty of time. He runs the ball. He gets first down. Will he get down? He's got to get down. He's going to fumble. He doesn't fumble. He holds on to the ball. It's a first down for the Broncos.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Next back to pass. It's a screen to the right side. And Cook can only gain about 4 yards.
A little further down inside the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Denver. Going to be second down and 6 for Denver. You can't really see where the ball is at. It's at the 38. Play action. Nix. He's going to run it. At least he thought he was going to run. Looked like he was taken down by a head horse collar or a face mask, but he wasn't. They don't call it. Got to be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 8.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack.
There's Garrett Wilson on the sideline looking on. Bo Nix waiting for the ball. He has the ball. Back pass. Plenty of time this time. Throws deep. No, it doesn't throw deep. So medium. And the ball goes weird. Will they go for a field goal in this conditions? Bo doesn't want them to go for no field goal. He wants to go for it. Why would you punt? Well, maybe we'll go for the field goal.
The field goal unit, they're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the
Kick is up, and it is it's no good. And
that opening drive looked good for a moment.
Lutz playing in Denver, you would think that he can play in this type of weather.
When you come into a game on the road, you're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the
Now
gate.
Trevor Lawrence
Set to take the field.
came in for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he's in Jacksonville. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this young kid can play. He's pretty good. He's been pretty good this season.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Here's a run. Brees Hall.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line.
The winner goes on to the Super Bowl, take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who look like a juggernaut. And whoever wins that game is
Lawrence. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
whoever wins that game in the Super Bowl will be essentially no one will take any of their players. That team will come back the next season intact and able to add more pieces to the puzzle. If I were them, I would do it. Just build a super team. Just keep winning. If you don't lose, then you can build some equity with players, building up more powerful players. And nobody can ever pick from you. You can just have a super team. You can be good for years. That was a lot of gobbledygook from me. Let's get back to the game.
Here comes 2nd and 5. Now
Lawrence looking very good early. Complete. First down. I can't wait to see the Super Bowl between one of these teams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, on average, has only given up 3 points a game. The Jets have scored around 28 points a game. Push will come to shove, and we'll see what happens. And that's the one thing I hate about this game. Is their momentum shift makes them go out of bounds. It's like they're not aware where they are at on the field.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And you would think awareness would alleviate that problem. It doesn't.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
Lawrence completes it in the middle, and he gets a first down, 1st and goal at the 5. Trevor Lawrence is just looking good. He sees his receiver, he throws the ball, and it's completed. He's got a pretty pass, and it's a 1st down for the New York Jets.
Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting.
We haven't had any close championship games, or Minnesota got destroyed by Tampa Bay. It's a run. Brees Hall with the move. Touchdown for the New York Jets. And they take a 6-0 lead.
Brees Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
We're after that missed field goal by the Broncos.
On for the extra point.
The Jets will come up with 7 points here if he gets this extra point, but it's not a guarantee today.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Brees Hall touchdown run.
7-0 New York Jets. But you better not think that the Broncos are going to go quietly in the good night here. They're going to make some noise. I believe they will.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kick is going down the field in the zone. They're going to run back. I don't know where the yardage is at right now. About the 29 maybe.
Shy of the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running
I
your kicker
think
back out there.
if you hand the ball off to a guy who's used to this, like Jared Cook, James Cook, I call him Daryl, then I call him Darren, then I call him Dalen. What is his name? James Cook. Well, I can't say it's wrong what they're doing, but at some point you got to run that ball.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35,
And by doing that, you run the ball. Here's Shane Cook with a run. You got to keep doing it once or twice in a row. Maybe even do it on third down. Don't make it easy for the defense to figure out what you're doing.
The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Well, you can possibly break some big runs in the rain, in the snow here. They're going to throw, and it will not be completed. And I see a pattern. They're going to have problems on third down and short.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group,
Broncos make that the Jets have a chance to take a 14-0 lead here. Be careful of that mistake. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Jets on their second possession. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence have in store right here. Some say he reminds him of Joe Namath back in the 70s and 60s. I don't know. Here's Breece Hall with the run, and he gains 1 yard.
and to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of
That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back on the Gar Lou Senior TV Radio Network.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. From the
Trevor Lawrence back to pass. Oh, that was close. And it's complete and a first down for the New York Jets. I thought it was going to be picked up and going the other way. It was that close.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completion.
Look how they completed it. It's like right there.
At the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jets are saying, we're going to run, we're going to pass, we're going to do them both. Right there, you saw a pass. Right here, what will we see? We see a run and gain 1 more yard. Both defensive lines are solid.
Because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going deep with that one, and it's up there. He's got a chance. It's completed, and it's the first down for the New York Jets at the 7-yard line. What a throw that was. I can't believe he threw it in the snow, got the first down, and there on the threshold destroying the Denver Broncos.
Trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Nobody thought the Jets would be doing this and playing this well this season, but they have played quite well. We all knew Tampa Bay were pretty good. They're the Super Bowl champions, for God's sake. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Broncos is going to have to try to force a field goal.
Goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Ski, ski, ski. Bang, bang, bang. Here's a running play and gets nothing.
something better here on 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here.
3rd down and goal.
Guys on defense, because they stop them here, I think they've set the tone.
It's a big play if they can just stop them. Ball is at the 7. They will pass the ball. Lawrence back to pass. He's going to try to run it in, and he will get the touchdown for the New York Jets. And they're taking this game to their limits.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket.
They're going to try to keep this guy. If they can win this game, they go to the Super Bowl, they're going to keep the whole team intact. Then they can build, like I said earlier. They can build more by going to trade for other players and keep trading. That's what you have to do. Just build that super team nobody can beat. That's how you build a dynasty in my league. Houston couldn't do it because we didn't have the rules in place where you could keep the team that you had. We just started it this year. We've played 3 seasons. This is the 3rd season. Starting the 4th season. Well, starting this season, if you win the Super Bowl, you don't lose any players through the draft. Usually you lose 2 players. And if you're the runner-up, you only lose 1 person.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
This is all my creation. And the worst teams in the league, who's at the bottom, they get a supplemental. The last 4 teams in the league ranked this season will get a supplemental pick. Now they run the ball, and they're beginning to look like Tampa Bay right there. Maybe they could have wore those uniforms in the Super Bowl. No, I believe in the Super Bowl you have a dress code. Second and 7. They run the ball again, and they get a first down.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's what they got to do. The game is not over, folks.
I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And that's what I've been saying all along. Get that running game going. Then you can hit some play actions. Get the linebackers. If they do use the linebackers, they'll come up short. Nix will try to run the ball. He will run the ball, and he dives, and he only gets 3 yards. Jets crowd getting crazy. Giants were here too, but they lost.
Nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
It's a running play. No, it's a play action. Nice play action. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2. I'm thinking if you're at their 45, why don't they go for it? Make this a 2-down territory. What can you lose? I mean, you're having problems scoring. Make this a 2-down territory. They will run the ball. No, it's another play action. And he's going deep at it. No, he dropped the ball. And he was looking for a flag. He thought he got there early. Oh, my. Are they going to go for it? I would have went for it in this type of a game, yeah. Now, right now, you haven't been able to stop the Jets. The Jets' offense is just so good. Breece Hall only has 60 yards receiving the ball. Breece Hall.
So far, you see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating.
And Denver has a good defense, but it doesn't look like it right here. Then again, maybe it's the offense you're going up. The offense you're going up against. The Jets' offense looking very good.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
Here's Breece Hall. Gains a few yards.
He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done.
14-0 score. It's a 2-minute warning.
Things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Lawrence.
Lawrence back to pass, getting some pressure finally, and he is sacked, and he loses big-time yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first.
That could be a game changer right there. You call a timeout to get the ball back with some time on it on 3rd and 18. Stop them on 3rd down. Get the ball back, get some points on the board. Start playing some defense. Because the Jets look like they were coming out here on all cylinders offensively. 3rd and 18. Let's see what they do here.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Lawrence, they will run the ball. And that helps the cause of the Buffalo Denver Broncos. They got one timeout left. 4th and 14. Of course, they're going to kick the ball here. 1:52 left on the clock. The Jets have been unable, Denver has been unable to sustain a drive towards an end zone. The one time that they did, the field goal was missed. So get a touchdown, you only got to go 60 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
They got one timeout left, 1:47 left on the clock. If there ever was a time for the Denver Broncos to score, the time would be now. Let's see what they do.
As they come up 1st and 10 at the 40 to throw. Here's Nix.
Nix back to pass. Plenty of time on that one. Complete. Oh, he dropped the ball again.
Coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing.
They had a couple of guys right there.
Hate it, especially in open space, because trying to
now you are at plenty of time. Got a timeout. You got well over a minute to score a touchdown.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a play action. He's got him in the middle. Yeah, that's a big play at the 6-yard line for the Broncos. They're showing some fight. That's what you do. That's what you do when you know that you have a chance to win. You have a good team. You have some coaching to the players. You do that. You keep fighting. You never quit. Right now, Denver's not quitting. They look like they got the fire and desire on their side now. Here's Nix. No pressure. Too far. He had him, but it was a little bit too far. It's going to be 2nd and goal to go. Denver should have some points on this possession. 14-0 score. Touchdown. Wait, are they going to check that? Let's take a look. No, he's definitely out.
They're taking a peek at whether
the ball is
those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here.
Yeah, definitely out.
Not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
That was a booth review. Of course, in the last 2 minutes, only the booth can review those type of plays. Bo Nix back to pass. He's rolling to his right. He's rolling. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's got a touchdown for the Denver Broncos, and they are in this game.
6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute.
That could be the thing that get this team all fired up. You see your quarterback running in there, not even sliding. He gets the touchdown, and it's 14-7. That's why you need a running-type quarterback. Get those tough yards when you need them.
Will Lutz on for the point after.
Crucial extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. The game could have been 14-9, but it's not.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
It's a 14-7 lead. I think the Jets get the ball first. I'm thinking that they do because the Jets make this the Broncos on that first possession missed the field goal. Now with 40 seconds left, I don't think the Jets will sit on this ball and run it. And I think they're going to throw down the field, try to get a field goal out of this with 40 seconds to go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Trevor Lawrence on his first two possessions looked very good. The last one is kind of shaky. Got sacked.
Just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Will they let's just see if he's in a 3 wide out or 4 wide out formation. That'll let us know if they're going to run the ball. That's kind of close. Look like they could run it, but they look like they might pass it, though. And they will pass it. And it's completed, and there you go. Second down and inches.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They have 2 timeouts left. Second down and inches. There's plenty of time to go. They got 3 to the left. Make that to the right. 3 wide out to the right. Tight end goes out also. They throw it to one of those receivers to the right. Not a lot. This would be a killer if the Jets get a touchdown. It would be a blow if they gave up a field goal. So let's see what's happening here. It's Breece Hall and the guys in the huddle. Out of the huddle. Lawrence waiting for the ball. Back to pass. He's throwing. Middle. Completed. First down. His passes are so sharp. It's ridiculous. I mean, he gets that ball out so fast. They ought to have called. They have a timeout. What did they do? I don't understand that. Another questionable play call by the Jets, and I don't like this in this game. They could have called a timeout.
Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys.
This halftime show is little to be desired.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Jets will have the ball first. They like playing for that guy right there. It's not Sean Payton the way he looked.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
They're going to continue to pass. I know they will pass the ball. They should run like he's talking. I've been calling for it. But They're probably going to pass the ball. Uh-oh, they got a fullback back in there. One receiver. This could be a running play. But let's see. It's a running play. Nothing. I'm thinking you pass on first down, run on second. But they were opposite. Charles is so right.
You just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He is so smart in saying that. He does. Because that fullback in the middle did not work, but that one worked. Gave him a few more yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. They're trying to run the ball.
Of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4.
This play is kind of critical for the Broncos.
Back to throw.
Lawrence back to pass. Got the time, but they getting rush him. He's down and he's crushed. He is crushed. What a hit by 99.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on.
Boy, oh boy, Zach Allen really put the hurting on him. I thought he would have fumbled. They got the momentum now. Denver trying to get to that Super Bowl. Well, so are the Jets, but they're going to punt the ball. It's 4th down and 18. In the last few plays, it's been 4th and 18.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
This is the blueprint to beating the Jets.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10.
If I'm Bo Nix, don't worry, don't rush. Just get a field goal if you have to, and then win it in the 4th with a touchdown.
Last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned.
James Cook is back there now. You can hit him.
Okay, what do we use?
Is he in or out? He caught it, they say. 1st down at the 49. Broncos are playing well. I think James Cook, you can get that ball in his hands somehow. He's not even in the game right now, I don't think. Let's see, is he? Yes, he is. No, it's not. He wasn't. He gains 5 yards.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys.
If you can get 10 more yards, you got yourself a chance at a field goal. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 44. It's a handoff, and it's Cook. He gets the 1st down. That's what I was talking about early in the game. You got to get that guy in there. You got to get your stars to run that ball. Cook has played in this type of weather before. They're trying to tie the game up. And then they would definitely have the momentum on their side. They look like they could run the ball again. They got 2 receivers, and it's a running play. Cook, and now he's heating up. That's what he did in Buffalo, and that's what he's doing here. 1st down. Now you can go play action, hit somebody in the end zone. That momentum is really on the side of the Denver Broncos. Down 14-0. Now it's 14-7. Big sacks on the quarterback, Lawrence of the Jets. It's another play action. That's the play I was talking about. And he's going through it. And it's intercepted. Oh, he threw it too slow. And Van Ginkel gets the interception. Andrew Van Ginkel. He was that one player that they traded for just before the game from Minnesota. And he had 2 guys back there, and he was in the right spot. And Van Ginkel, probably the interception that make this Jet team get to the Super Bowl, and they will get to keep him on their team.
Definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much.
And Minnesota will have to draft
Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive
for the future now.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Was a killer, and it should have drained the Broncos' defense. Jets should be better off, and they finally get some running. Breece Hall. Now the runners are starting to take place and take shape.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first.
And he gave it back to him again. This time he gets nothing.
Just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
If you're Denver, this is what you do. You stop them. Ball's at your 47. You stop them. Don't even give them a chance for a field goal. Get that ball back and get back to Bo Nix. Very good game so far. 14-7 score.
They were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here is Breece Hall, and he gains 2 yards, which make it a 3rd and long for the New York Jets.
It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
It's the snow.
It's been a tough go for him.
There won't be no snow in Pittsburgh.
Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's always going to be perfect weather. Here it is, Lawrence, and it's intercepted. Lawrence with the interception, and Denver gets the ball back. He can go all the way. Touchdown, and what a game this has turned out to be. It's intercepted. The Broncos can tie it up. P.J. Locke.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
It definitely was a big-time pick six. They can tie the score up, down 14-0. Now it can be 14-14, and there's still time in the third quarter. Oh, boy, that is a killer for the Jets. Both teams' quarterback throw interception. The kick is up.
And a good job on the hold
it's
there.
good. It's 14-14. Woo!
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Now, if you're the Jets, the momentum is heavily on the side of Denver now. What do? Breece Hall not having the greatest of games, but you got to stick with that run, and then you can get him going. Lawrence with the interception. Do you slow him down from passing the ball? He likes to throw deep.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Will there be a fumble in this game by one of the running backs? We shall see.
We're just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out.
It will be a running play, and it's Breece Hall. What a run. He gains a lot of yards on that one. It's a 1st and 10 at his own 43.
Now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for
I've been telling them to run all game long.
Many type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast.
Lawrence back to pass. He's going to throw. He's got his confidence back. Hit Devontae Adams. First down at the 43 of the Broncos.
The pick up there at a Jet first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers must be getting kind of scared, thinking they're going to go up against one of these offenses, the Jets in particular. The guy just threw an interception, and he's aggressive out there. Trevor Lawrence with the Jets. Hands the ball back to Brees. Brees has got his legs back. He's running harder. Gains 5 yards. First down. I mean, 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it,
Quarter about to end.
don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that.
Van Ginkel, he's up in the air. He could go back to Minnesota after this game. If the Jets win, he goes back to Minnesota. He stays here. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And that quarter is ended. We'll be back on the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Like I said, if the Jets win, Van Ginkel will stay in New York. But if they lose, Van Ginkel goes back to Minnesota.
I think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down.
Brees Hall will get the first down. And right now, somebody's hurt.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a shaken up on that one.
We're going to see if that's going to hurt their offensive line. Going to be more pressure on Lawrence. They are in field goal range right away. They could, most likely, will take the lead. But will that affect them? That entry, the offensive line.
What's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, they handed the ball off. Play action. Lawrence looking good back there, moving, running. And they got pressure on the quarterback. He goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Well, that injury, let's see if it's going to kind of like hurt him. 2nd down and 10. Lawrence got a Brees Hall in the backfield. And it's intercepted again by the Denver Broncos. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. He could go all the way. Touchdown by the Denver Broncos. I cannot believe this.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to
Trevor Lawrence,
read it, and were able
2
to
straight
football,
picks,
take it into the end zone
2 touchdowns for Denver. And the Jets, who are down 14-0, has a chance of taking a touchdown lead, 21-14. After this extra point attempt, it's up, and it is good. And the Jets are imploding.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I wonder if that injury to the offensive lineman had any effect on that play or that whole series after he got hurt. Denver, if they win, would go back to the Super Bowl for the 2 out of the 3 seasons I played.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it's because of their defense playing well. Players in the right spot.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Jets offense and Trevor Lawrence
5:15 left in the game.
And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Makes Trevor Lawrence scared to throw the ball now. He's had 2 picks in this game. And that's going to haunt him in the future. Until he gets over that, he's going to be labeled the quarterback who threw the interception like Jared Goff did in real life.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question.
That is the key question.
No doubt, but this is still a
He's still passing. But every possession right here is crucial now for the New York Jets. The Jets have, Denver have the lead.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the
Will they get
spot.
pressure on the
That means the
quarterback?
next
That's the
play,
key.
harder to move it.
Lawrence waiting for the ball. He will hand the ball off to Brees Hall. That little room, and then he gets the first down, and it'll be 1st and 10.
The drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains.
Will he pass deep again? I don't know. They hand the ball off. They don't take that chance. Hall is beginning to show he is a good running back. He's not in the same mode as a Joe Mixon. That's my guy right there. Because in real life, in my fantasy league, he almost gave me a champion. He did give me a championship 2 years ago. 2nd down and 3 here. Lawrence back to pass, throwing sideways, goes nowhere with that one. It's 3rd and 3. A field goal. What is their plan? Will a field goal help them? I mean, I would. In this weather, you have to 50, so you're going to have to either go for it or punt it. If you are 4th and 3. Watch out. They could sack him. He's getting no pressure on that one. It is not complete. It's going to be 4th down and 3. They will either punt the ball or go for it. No field goal taken. And they will punt the ball. And all Denver needs to do is get a field goal. And they will be back in the Super Bowl. Most likely.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
You got James Cook back there. You give him that ball. You don't have to run on 1st down, though. Don't throw the interception, which you already threw. Here's to McLaughlin. Going to be 2nd down and 6. I don't know if James Cook is a 1st down back or a 2nd down back. I don't know. He's not in the game all the time. He's in there now. I'm sure they're going to give it to him. Then again, maybe I'm not sure. They will give it to him. Cook will be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And he might have to pass on this one. Good defensive plays by the New York Jets. 3rd and 6. You get this 1st down right here. You get this 1st down, you can almost win this game right here. They will throw the ball. He's going to throw it. Complete, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Denver Broncos. And that could almost do it there. Oh, my. They got like 4 timeouts left with the counting the 2-minute warning for the Jets. And now you run. And Delvin Cook has got to get some yards. It's a 2-minute warning, folks.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset.
21-14, 2 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. It will be James Cook. And look how he's running the ball. First down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken.
The Jets only have 2 timeouts left. The Jets are choking. Oh, my. I can't believe this is happening. It happens in real life. Every time they get to an AFC championship game, they lose. I remember back in the 90s, they did 2 straight years and lost. Here we go. McLaughlin goes nowhere. And it's going to be 2nd and 9.
3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So you run this ball one more time. Let them use up that timeout. Then you can take almost 40 seconds off the clock after that one on third or 4th down. They're going to run it. And it is a first down for the Denver Broncos. And it looks like they're going to be back in the Super Bowl. Oh, I feel sorry for the New York Jets. Oh, I feel sorry for them because they remind me of a certain team I love, the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, oh my, they are in victory formation. The Jets have no timeouts left. The Broncos were down 14-0. Didn't look good. They scored a touchdown. Then came the implosion by Trevor Lawrence with the 2 picks. Both went for touchdowns. I cannot believe this is happening.
2nd and 11 now.
Will he hand the ball off and try not to fumble? You know, it could happen, you know.
I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trevor Lawrence upset with himself. He's saying to himself, probably after the game, that he was the reason why they lost. It's going to be 3rd down. This game is over, folks. Victory formation for Denver. The Denver Broncos are going back into the Super Bowl again.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured.
It's assured, folks. This game is over. And the Jets imploded, had a 14-0 lead, looking good offensively. But then you don't throw the ball to the other team.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent.
They're not kicking that ball. Oh, they're kicking the ball. I'm shocked.
And the punt over the side in the air.
But the game is over, and the Denver Broncos are going back to the Super Bowl as they came back from 14 points down and went to win the game 21-14. What a game for Broncos offense and their defense, specifically their defense.
Hoping they can find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
Well, well, well. The Denver Broncos are back into the Super Bowl as they took care of business here against the New York Jets. The Jets could have been in Super Bowl III. As we all know in real life, in Super Bowl III, what happened? I mean, I cannot believe that they had a 14-0 lead, looking good, and then all of a sudden Trevor Lawrence couldn't play anymore. He stopped playing, throwing 2 interceptions, and now they're going home. Van Ginkel is going back to Minnesota, and the Denver Broncos will be taking on, I think, the greatest team we've ever had here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers lost their first game ever and haven't lost ever since, because they are the Super Bowl champions from last season, and they're going to try to, as they beat the Chiefs last season, and they're going to try to beat the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos do not want to go 0-2 in this Super Bowl, because in real life they are 0-4, similar to the Minnesota Vikings being 0-4. So that wraps it up here. What a good game it turned out to be in the snow. Maybe it was the snow that turned the game for Trevor Lawrence as they get ready for next season. And it might even be Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback, because he could go somewhere else. The Jets will have to give up maybe 2 players, and the Jets might not be here for a minute. As for Denver, they have a chance of keeping their whole team together, if they win the Super Bowl, or even right now they can only lose one player minimum. They might not be able to. Teams cannot go after them if, in fact, they win the Super Bowl. They would be exempt from the draft. So that wraps it up from New York. And the fans are not happy with what has happened. I thought it was for sure going to be the Jets game because they were scoring so many points. But the Broncos defense played well enough to get the 2 interceptions to win the game. And they will take on Tampa Bay. So on that note, happy Hump Day Wednesday on this June the 25th, 2025. Final score, the Denver Broncos 21 and the New York Jets 14. The Broncos are in the Super Bowl, will take on Tampa Bay. So long, everybody. Have a great day.